Good evening. I am in northeast London, outside one of the two stations that I'm ticking off today on the Overground as I explore the beauty and history of this postcode area. Welcome to the 5th episode of TfL by Postcode in E4. E4 is made up of Chingford, Highgams Park and parts of Waltham Abbey, Woodford Green and Evertswood Stonebury, a small hamlet in Essex. This postcode is only served by two stations, Highgams Park in Zone 4 and Chingford up in Zone 5. All areas up to the border of Chingford are served by London buses. So first up at Highgams Park station are facilities. These include this, a subway which leads you to the other side of the road at the level crossing. A bike storage facility. A quite large car park. A very large and spacious ticket office. A very calm waiting room where you can have a nice read about Highgams Park station. A very tall footbridge with very tall walls that takes you from one platform to the other. And all the other essential facilities needed for a station like Highgams Park. Now here at Highgams Park station there is one of the very few level crossings in the entirety of London. The interesting thing is that this level crossing is operated from the signal box at Liverpool Street Station. However, you can see that there used to be a signal box here, right next to the level crossing, and inside is what used to be a cafe called Le Boit. I think that's how it's pronounced. And it had really nice views of the level crossing, so as you drank your coffee or ate your breakfast, you could watch the trains as they whiz past. Now what I've never done before here on this channel is take photos with my camera, which I'm holding right now. Yes, it takes still images as well, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the next train to arrive here at the level crossing and see how the picture comes out. Sorry to interrupt your video, but I just wanted to say that this is not what the image was supposed to come out as. I wanted to make a still image, but I accidentally hit record when the camera was in shutter priority mode on a slow shutter speed, and this is the beautiful result. So I think I'm going to do that more often. As we go back into the station and onto the platform, time for a bit of history. The station building, though it might look old, is not the original, which was opened in 1873 when the station was called Hale End. In 1894, the station was renamed to Highgams Park and Hale End. The present design was made by Neville Ashby, starting in 1903. This is what the station used to look like, similar to the layout today. This is back when the level crossing was manually operated and steam trains were running here. We'll get to some more history when we arrive at Chingford Station, which is our next stop. And to get there, we need to board the train and ride to the end of the line.
Next station, Chingford, where this train terminates.
So I'm sitting on a bench here at Chingford Station. We're going to do stats. So before the pandemic, between 2017 and 2018, 2.084 million people entered or exited here at Chingford Station, which is a lot of people. Now, if we look into the history of this branch line, we find out that the first railway to operate it was the Great Eastern Railway, commencing in 1870 and finishing in 1922. From that time, 3 other railways have operated the Chingford branch, and during that period of time, many changes have been made to improve the line. Now when you come out of the station and look at the station building, yes, you will notice that it is quite old because it dates back all the way to 1878 when it was constructed, and only minor changes have been made to this building. You can also see the beautiful roundel mosaic, which is above me, which was designed by Maud Milton, a Walthamstow-based mosaic artist. There are many stations on the overground and are simply stunning. As for the other facilities at this station, there are sidings here, and if you look on Apple Maps, you can see that they are all filled with lined up 710 trains. Other facilities include all needed toilets inside the gate line, a ticket office, and many others. The station is accessible, which is great. Nearly all end-of-the-line stations, at least in London, do have step-free access. At the front of the platform, we have an overhead shelter, which looks very original and has a structure support that looks very nice. There is no footbridge at the station to cross from one platform to the other, but there is a walkway at the end of the platform which allows you to take beautiful shots at the front of the train on the platform. Bonus points if you get 2 trains at one time. I think that if there ever was to be a Secrets of Chingford Station video, then this would be featured. Yes, if you go from the bus station up this ramp, you see on your right a nice view inside of the station, so you don't need to go inside the station to see the trains. You can just watch them from the gate right over here. Good to know. If you check out my Walthamstow Pump House Museum video, link in the corner right now, you can see a model railway representation of the Chingford branch, which includes the gorgeous Chingford station and the village centre many decades ago. And now it's time to leave the station to explore. Just a 2-minute walk away is the edge of the gigantic Royal Epping Golf Club, which includes its centre, next to which is Epping Forest. If you enter the forest and keep going straight, you can actually reach Epping Station, up in Zone 6. Now, as I've said before on this series, Epping Forest is a beautiful place to clear your mind of all your thoughts and sometimes even relax. If it's sunny, it's beautiful, but even on a windy day like this, sitting here in a field or walking through the forest can just be such an amazing experience where you're one with Mother Nature. So I highly recommend it if you're in the area, or if you live in the area, just come to Epping Forest and enjoy nature. Nearby, a local landmark is Queen Elizabeth's Hunting Lodge, a historic building, but we weren't able to check it out as we had to head back to Chingford Station off to catch the 313 to Potters Bar Station for our last place to check out. It's very sunny, it's very windy. I'm on the edge of the William Girling Reservoir, which dates back to 1951. It was officially opened by William Girling himself, and from the start was meant to be part of the Lee Valley. This reservoir is massive, 330 acres in surface area, and opposite it, on the other side of the road, is the King George Reservoir, on which a couple of events have happened in the past, and it also hosts the very popular King George Sailing Club. And the bus stop next to the reservoir, King George's Reservoir, is named after this club. Now at this point I'm planning to continue the series after the summer holidays, so expect more from TFL by Postcode. Thanks for watching, press subscribe and like. Have a good day. Bye.